Now the usual lot keep asking me, why don't you do videos on Dan Wootton? You're doing many on Hugh Edwards. Well, the answer to that is quite simple. The Hugh Edwards story is far more simple than the Dan Wootton situation. Hugh Edwards paid teenagers for pornographic, illicit photographs, and as soon as that story got rolling in the mainstream media and social media, he checked himself in to a mental health clinic where he still is. Now, while that story has been buried by the social media, and you won't see much of it on social media either, it is just odd that the Dan Wootton allegations have come out and they are spreading like a wildfire in Greece. But like I said, the Dan Wootton situation is very complex. And just to be clear, I'm no fan of Dan Wootton. He is your classic tabloid newspaper hack who wrote some pretty poisonous hit pieces on celebrities. And some people to this day allege that he contributed somewhat to the suicide of Caroline Flack. Now, I know Dan Wootton is on, how could I say this, our side of politics, but if these allegations are proven true, then we should be treating him with the same scrutiny as we have with Hugh Edwards. So Dan Wootton has been suspended by the Daily Mail online while they investigate these allegations, and it's all internal. The Daily Mail Online is owned by Rupert Murdoch's News UK, and he worked there for more than 10 years as a celebrity gossip journalist, and until now he has been writing a twice-weekly column for them. But of all of Dan Wootton's employers, they're the only ones who have done something about the allegations. He's still on GB News, and unlike Hugh Edwards, celebrities, guests, colleagues, they haven't distanced themselves from Dan Wootton. Because remember, when the Hugh Edwards story broke on social media, all the top BBC celebrities came out and said it wasn't them. They were desperate for people to know that they were not involved. Now, like I said, the Dan Wootton issue is very complex. So I can't come at it with the same various angles as I have with the Hugh Edwards story. And the allegations against Dan Wootton are obviously serious, but they are complex and they are historic, and there are multiple allegations as well. And I think the main allegation is that Dan Wootton targeted people who used to and still do work at the Sun newspaper with offers of money in return for explicit images. And the bit about his former boyfriend going to cat sit for Dan Wootton in his home in New Zealand, and while he was there, rummaging through his house and finding a duffel bag behind a washing machine. And in this duffel bag there were various tapes of people caught in compromising positions with a note inside explaining what was going on, written under a pseudonym. Now, that really does sound odd to me. Why on earth would you rummage behind someone's washing machine while you're looking after their cat in their house? Like I said, the whole Dan Wootton issue is complex, it's weird, it's possibly criminal, but as far as we know, there were no youngsters involved, unlike Hugh Edwards. Now, Dan Wootton has created a GoFundMe, and all this money, he says, will go towards a legal team. But of the £150,000 goal, he has only raised £38,000 as of today. And no, I have not contributed money to this campaign of Dan Wootton, because I'm not sure if the allegations are true or not. But unlike Alex Belfield, I do believe Dan Wootton will use all this money for a legal team. And so to that end, and in conclusion, I think I will wait until something significant comes out about the Dan Wootton situation before making another video on it. Because like I said, it's all complex and all rather vague. And there we go, that's my video. I hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.